Hi guys, I hope you are all well and doing fine. This video will be a mishmash of radio related subjects regarding certain topics from my last upload and also a few contacts I made this past week or so. Let's start off talking about the power supply I bought for the RM703 linear I unboxed a few weeks ago. Right guys, as you saw from the unboxing video, I've purchased a 60 amp power supply. This one came from Martin Lynch Sons. I did look around for a while to see what was on offer. I was in two minds whether to purchase a linear power supply or a switch mode. And to be honest with you, I went for the cheaper option and got the switch mode simply because the switch mode is it's more variable, so you can change the voltage on the switch mode, whereas on a fixed linear power supply you can't do that. And I've never known anybody to actually have a problem with switch mode supplies. There is a little bit of an argument with some people that use radio as to which one is the better supply. I think in all fairness the linear power supply is the better one of the two. They are more steady at on the output current. It's regulated because it's fixed. It's regulated better than a switch mode, but there's really not that much in it. So anyway, I opted to purchase the Midel from Martin Lynch. This one was £146, I think it was, maybe 149. I can't remember offhand. I did put it in the edit, but I've forgotten. Right, so the reason for purchasing this one is because I bought a RM Italy KL703 linear to try out, and initially I I connected two 50 amp supplies in series, and that caused an issue on the on the input between each power supply, where I was getting a bias of, it was offset by 3, sometimes 4 amps, which isn't good. It states from the diagram that I was looking at that the bias has to be a minimum of 1 amp, and I was getting a bias of 3, sometimes 4 amps, depending on how I loaded the power supply. So that went out the window, and subsequently I hooked the 703 up to a 50 amp supply. Now I will just say this: a 50 amp supply will not run a RME to this 703. It will, if you lower the wattage output, it will run it to a certain degree, but the fan will kick in almost immediately if you're on like a fixed carrier wave such as FM. Sideband, it's not too bad, because obviously your voice is basically your signal, so it, you know, the PEP will only peak to a certain degree. So the usage on the power supply, on the 50 amp power supply, there's a lot less strain on it, let's say. But in saying that, it's still not adequate enough to run it to its full potential. So the maximum input on the radio I was using was the striker just here. Now this striker here will kick out 70 watts out the back. It has been modified, and I've had to reduce the output on this radio while I was testing on the 50 amp. So I was kicking 25 watts out of the striker into the 703 linear, and that gave me 400 watts on FM. Now the maximum input for the 703 is 30 watts, no more. So the striker kicks out, it was set to kick out 25 watts, so I put it on 25 watts, fed it into the 703 linear, and I got 400 watts on a key on FM. Now at the same time I was upping the wattage on the output from the striker, I was keeping an eye on the meter. This meter it's the same as what's on the 50 amp, and when it was on 400 watts, kicking out 400 watts, the load on the 50 amp power supply was at 48 amps. So any more than that, and it wouldn't have done the 50 amp power supply any good. As I say, on FM, it's quite heavy use when you use a linear, because the linear will always get hot. If you're using it sideband, it will get lukewarm, or not even lukewarm, through the testing that I was doing anyway on the 703. So I did put a whistle into it carefully and increase that whistle, and also I put a double tone into the microphone on the striker, which I was using. I've got the striker hooked into this bass microphone here, which is a Delta Echo Master Plus Classic, that's wired into the striker. There's some absolutely phenomenal reports on the audio using that microphone on the striker, so there's a good matchup if anyone wants to know how the Delta Echo Master performed with the striker. I was told it was extremely loud and clear, no modulation distortion, so that worked very well. Right, okay, so back to the power supplies. Right, so after I found the bias was out, when I put the two 50 amps in series, I had to resort into having plan B, which was basically purchasing a 60 amp. Now, why a 60 amp? Well, I only bought this again to try to get the maximum wattage with the 30 watt input from the Striker or any of the other radios that I use. So this was just bought to test out the 703. Now I have got a 100 amp on order, but they haven't got them in yet at the place where I'm going to be purchasing that from. So a 100 amp obviously is quite considerably more money to purchase. So while I'm waiting for that one to come into stock, I just bought this 60 amp to try the 703. As I say, on the 50 amp at 25 watt input into the 703, that was doing a 48 amp drain, and the fans kicked in pretty quick, and the power supply itself got fairly hot. So I backed off on that, and then I purchased this one as a make do till my other one comes, which I will be doing an unboxing on that one. It's a very nice 100 amp power supply. So yeah, so I bought this one, so probably in my next video or thereafter I will be testing out this 60 amp on the 703 linear. So again, why a switch mode and not a linear a linear supply? Again, there's a debate as to which power supply is better, and I've just mentioned that why. So the way they differ, the switch mode and the linear, the way they differ, it's all to do how the alternate current voltage is converted into the output DC voltage. Switch mode power supplies, they use a power transistor to produce high frequency voltage, and then that voltage it's passed through a small component, and it can sometimes deliver a high pitch noise, and that's what the noise offset button just here is. So you can eliminate that. But I've never actually come to hear of anybody having a problem with that high pitched noise. It's like technology moves on, you know, and these things can be made better and better all the time. You know, although this is the cheaper option, you know, I don't think I'll be having any problems with it at all. And another good thing about the switch mode is that, you know, they've got the ability to handle like a wider input voltage ranges, so you can change the input voltage on this one from 9 to 15 volts. So if you want to, you know, take it off the set 13.8, you can do that quite easily. It's just here, look, you can either have it on 13.8 or you can adjust the voltage, and that's where you will turn this here, look, and as you can see the needle will move, so you can change the input voltage, which is variable, or if you want you can just leave it on the 13.8. Some people like to run their setups, you know, at 14 amps. Some people run them at 15, which I wouldn't advise, but you can run this one, you know, a little bit higher than 13.8 and have it on, you know, 14 volts if you wish. but I won't be going as excessive as that. I may try to turn it up a little bit on the for the 703, just to see how I can maximise you know, the output with a 30 watt input. As I say, I've only tested it so far with a 25 watt input because that's all the 50 amp can handle, and it only just handles that. So again, I wouldn't advise anybody to use a 50 amp power supply, whether it's a linear or a switch mode, on something like the 703. So as I say, with a 25 watt input, it drives it at dead on 400 watts. So it will do more than 400 watts with a 30 watt input, and that's what I'm wanting to test, and that obviously that's why I bought this 60 amp supply here. Yeah, so I think that about covers it. The other thing, it's very quiet, and it's also very well ventilated on each side. It's got some quite large open air grills on each side, so it's ventilated really good. And obviously from the video you can, you know, see the fan on the back. Now another thing, it's very quiet. I can't even hear it at all. So there's no hum on the power supply itself, no annoying hum. Yeah, but all supplies will hum to a certain degree, whether it be a linear or a switch mode. I think the terminology for that is a lamination rattle, and that's caused by direct current voltage on the actual line itself. So you'll get that with a switch mode or a linear supply. So I think that about covers it all. So it's a very nice, very well made power supply unit, and for the money I think it's definitely worth it. I've seen some 60 amp power supplies switch mode that are well over £250, some bordering £300, and then I had a guy in the comment section message me, left me a comment, and he told me about, I think it was Radio World, where there was in there for £124 for a 60 amp, and that was a very good bargain, that was. But unfortunately they was out of stock and they won't be getting them in for quite some time. But I'm a little bit impatient, so I went to Martin Lynch's and I purchased this one here. Right guys, I think that's all I can say on this. I've got a couple of contacts that I'm going to load up for you to have a look at, and I've got to say, I was sitting in the chair as I am now in front of my station, and I was woken up by skip rolling in. We know how the skip's been just recently. It's up until this past few days, up to like the past week, well, in my area we've not had much skip at all. So I was sitting in the chair nodding off, and I heard this, I was on 27385, and I heard this American station booming in from Chicago. So I was trying for stateside. Unfortunately I didn't make any contacts that day, although I have had Brazil a few times, but very low down, and I didn't record, so I lost out on that one. Anyway, I was half asleep, and you know, when the skip started rolling in, it woke me up, and I was all like, you know, all still half asleep from dozing. So I was making quite a few mistakes when I was talking to people, but you know, that's how it goes. I think we've all been through that, you know, where we've bumbled as words and, you know, said the wrong thing, or you know, but I just put it down to being half asleep and waking up. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm going to stick to it. So I'll put those videos in for you to watch shortly, and I hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing and talk on the power supply, and yeah, okay, we'll move on from there. Bye bye for now, guys. Okay, 26 Delta X-ray 444 QSL. That is correct, my friend. What is your designation, your country, my friend?
Okay, my country is France. 1-4 division. My code sign 14 Kilo Mike 3410. 14 Kilo Mike 3410. My name is Nicolas.
Okay, 147410. Okay, Nicola. Very nice. Your station coming into the city of Nottingham, Central United Kingdom. Very nice this evening. 5 and 7 and 9, my friend. QSL.
Yes, QSL. 5-7 for you. Now 57. Very good propagation this evening from 26 29.
Okay, my friend. Yes, a little bit of QSB on the frequency, but conditions are working well this evening. What is your station, my friend? What is the equipment you are using, my friend?
Okay, my GPS your question is my GPS.
Okay, yes, my friend. What is your station, my friend? Your working conditions?
Okay, my working condition, my transceiver is a HiCom 706 mic Q number 2, microphone original. My antenna is a quad 1 element, and my power 100 whiskey. And my QTS from France is South France, Montpellier. Mike, Oscar, November, Tango, Papa, Echo, Lima, India, Echo Romeo. Near from the coast.
Okay, QSL 100%, my friend Nicola. Yes, very good working conditions your way. Working very well into the city of Nottingham. My working conditions this way is a Gainmaster 5/8 wave antenna, a Gainmaster, and the radio would be a Yaesu 450 and around 100 whiskies PEP there, Pepper there, my friend QSL. Okay, I do apologise. My name is Glenn, like Golf Lima Echo November. I repeat again for you, my friend. My name is Glenn, like Golf Lima Echo November, QSL. Okay, my friend, no problems. I understand 100%. The whiskey X-ray this way, Nikolai, is a little bit of precipitation and around about 12 degrees. Very cool this evening, my friend QSL.
the contact 7351 and good DX. Atlantic 6 Delta X-ray 444 Glen 140 Mike 3410 Nicola 7351 my friend. Bye bye.
Okay, my friend, no problems at all. You take care, my friend. 73, and bye-bye for now.
Using the horizontal polarization. In the moment, the power 600 whiskies in antenna. 600 whiskies in antenna, okay? This is my condition, okay? My friend Alex, 13 Lima Radio 01531, Lima Radio 001.
3131 Lima Radio 001. How copy, Rui?
Yes, QSL, I copy. One moment, okay? Okay, Lima Radio 015, Alex. Thank you. Good day, good DX, my friend. Good weekend, okay? The other station calling me, this 31 Lima Radio 001.
Hello, my friend from Portugal. We speak again on the frequency, my friend. Station this way is Delta X-ray 444, 26 Division, City of Nottingham, Rui Souza. You remember me, my friend?
Yes, 26 Delta X-ray 344, okay? Yes, I remember, okay? But I don't remember your name in a moment, okay? I don't remember your name, but I remember the QSL with you, QSL.
Okay, Rui, my name is Glenn, like Golf Lima Echo November, from the City of Nottingham, Rui. I spoke to you one evening a few weeks ago, my friend, and you're coming in very, very clear at the moment into the City of Nottingham, United Kingdom. Very strong with a 9 plus signal and a Super Radio 5, Rui.
Okay, QSL, Glenn. Okay, QSL. Okay, many stations calling me. Okay, I have the little difficulty in a copy, but copy, sir. Okay, Glenn. 26 Delta X-ray 344. Okay, Glenn. Okay, Glenn. Thank you very much for the call. I copy you 9575. Okay. Sometimes leader QSB in frequency. Okay, but I have many stations calling me. Okay, many stations calling me or calling the other station. I don't know, but I think you're calling me. Okay. Okay, my friend Glenn in the UK, 73. Good weekend, good DX. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Rui Souza. Okay, my friend. Very, very busy for you, I see. Okay, my friend, I say 73, and you enjoy your weekend, and good DX, my friend. Bye-bye for now, Rui.
Okay, 73, okay, the station pop over tango 147, go ahead. Okay, I'm on the second, someone's coming in on the side, that's bringing it. Yeah, that's Delta.
Yeah. Yes, hello, my friend. 26 Delta X-ray 444. Propagation just dropping away there as you was talking, my friend. Yeah, I just wanted to know where your location was, QSL.
Yeah, okay, I'm Mike, and I'm C4AB138 in Lanzarote here. And I'm talking to Dave, who's in Como, UK.
Oh, right, okay. You say Austria? Oh, okay, you're Lanzarote. Okay, my friend, sorry for that. Yes, I'm in the City of Nottingham, Central United Kingdom, QSL.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I can gather you in the UK by accent. As you can tell that night, I'm originally from Wales, yes. I'm talking to a friend of mine in Cornwall at the moment.
Oh, right, yeah. I can't hear the Cornwall station, obviously, the way propagations are working, but I can certainly hear you there. I've got you on a 5 and about a 5 when you come in, when the propagation lets you there. A little bit of QSB, my friend. The personal this way is Glenn, like Golf Lima Echo November, QSL.
Yeah, QSL is there. Okay, well, you're not copying Dave,
No, negative on that. I think it's just the way the propagation's working there, my friend QSL. Yes, it's the propagation is just falling away at the moment, my friend. As I say, I was just floating around. I just wondered where your QTH was there. I know you was on the skip there, and it was working differently to what it would be coming from Wales. So I did clock your accent there, QSL. Okay, can I just get your call sign? I think it was something 138. Is that right? Okay, 34. Sorry, yes, I misunderstood that. As I say, the propagation is working not very good. Okay, I'll let you get back to your friend then, and then I'll probably catch you somewhere further down the log. Okay, bye-bye for now, 73.